Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. हृदयकुहरमध्ये केवलब्रह्ममात्रम् अहमहमिति साक्षादात्मरूपेण भाति हृदि विषमनसा स्वं चिन्वतामज्जतावत् पवनचलनरोधात् आत्मनिष्ठो भवत्वम्. हरि ओम तत्सत्. Upadesha Saaram, Sloka number 21 and 22. Idamaham padabhikyamannvaham ahamilinake pralayasataya vigrahendriya pranatitamaha nahamekasat tadjadam yasat. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, in his teaching Upadesha Saaram, the many other preparatory sadhanas are told in the beginning: Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, and Pranayamam. After explaining all that, from the 20th shloka onwards, he now entered into the Jnana Yoga. The ultimate, the culmination of all these sadhanas, the preparations are now to enter into the Vicharana, Nija Vicharanam. While explaining all this, in the last class we have seen this 21st and 22nd slokas meaning. Here, the introduction to the Mahavakya, Tattvamasi Mahavakya, today he is going to tell in the 24th shloka. That is the very, very important, the main shloka of the entire Upadesha Saaram, being it is a clear-cut, very well simply explained Mahavakya shloka. So further, as a preparation, here in these shlokas, this aham, which is not real, but it is only a reflection like ahankara, which is called, when it merges, here anvaham means every day in the sleep, it merges. It merges in what? It merges into the real consciousness, which is not alayam. Alaya sattaya, which does not have dissolution or the disappearance, which is ever present, that sat, existence, that consciousness means that original consciousness. In that, this ahankara, the reflected consciousness, every day goes and merges in the sleep, and again it appears. So now, which is real? This ahankara reflection, which is going and merging into something and coming back again and appearing, So this coming and going is not real, but in which this ahankara is going and dissolving, of course, temporarily and again coming back. But really speaking, this coming and going and dissolving either temporarily or this is everything is nothing but an illusion only. The reflection in the mirror never become real, cannot become real. It is just like that this ahankara also. So the remainder is the alaya sat alone, which is indestructible. That sat alone is there. So this appearing and disappearing, that day one important point we have discussed and concluded, experience is important or the gnanam is important. If these two things are in tug of war, we have to take the gnanam alone, not the experience. I have given so many examples for that. Pramana, Shastra Pramana Gnanam, that is only the real or the proof, because otherwise there are so many experiences we will see in the world which are not real. Okay. Now, this always existing, this specific gnanam is itself is the specific experience. We need not have any specific experience like the other worldly objects experience like. No need to have. We need not to try. It is not correct also to try that a specific experience about the self, because all the experiences are happening only because of this existing conscious gnanam, the principle. That is only illuminating the all other knowledges. So it doesn't require any specific experience, but the specific gnanam, recognizing this itself is the experience. Like, but it's not, we need not to say that as experience, because whenever we say experience, Triputi will come. Triputi is not real. It keep on changing for every uh, worldly experience. The experiences are keep on changed. So every time new experience are also born, new experienced also, new experience also taking place. This Triputi is not real. That's why Triputi Rahita Jnanam, the objectless awareness is reality. And after telling that, therefore, we must analyze and discriminate, do the Panchakosha Viveka. The 22nd Sloka, very systematically, as like the traditional Vedanta Shastra explained, Bhagavan Ramana given all those steps. In this sloka, he is telling, negate the physical body, okay, which are all jadam. They themselves are not conscious. They have no any chaitanyam, but they borrowed and temporarily they function. That's why they get disintegrated again. One is the body, vigraha, and the prana, pranamaya kosham, manomaya kosham, included vijnanamaya kosham also, and the tamaha is the anandamaya kosha, and the sense organs which are belong to both this prana and the mind. Karmendriyas are belong to the prana, belong to the function because of the prana. The same way, five sense organs are belongs to the mind, they have more relation with the mind. Of course, these sense organs also supported by the prana only. So they mutually they are all uh, dependent one on each other, and they all together function as like a congregation, body, mind, intellect complex. Now, in this sloka of 22nd, so negate na aham. All these things are I am not. I am not the body, I am not the prana, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, and I am not even that tamas anandamaya kosha. They are all like sheets, koshas, layers. Naham. They are all tat jadam, and they are all asat. But aham ek sat. Aham ek sat. That aham sat is not uh, reflecting in them. They are all jadam only by nature. So after telling this, Bhagavan now going to the very important shlokas, 23rd and 24th. I will read together. सत्त्वभासिका चित्त्ववेतरः चित्त्ववेतर सत्तया हि चित्तया ह्यहम् जीवैषयोर्वेषदीभिदा सत्स्वभावतो वस्तु केवलम्. There are two things together appearing or the functioning. Okay. What are all this? One is the matter, panchakoshas, anatma, made up of the panchamahabhutas combination, and another side is the chit, the consciousness, existence, consciousness. So atma and atma, anatma, these two are when each other coming face to face. That means then proximity, these anatma things are taking the magnetism or the borrowing the sentiency from the atma, from the atma. How it is like this. When I say, see this ceiling fan, when you say that ceiling fan, the ceiling fan is a fan that is supported by the invisible current. Invisible current. So a concrete shape, three blades and a metal rod, a disc in the middle, all these things are together a name and form given. And the name and form, that concrete appearing visible fan can be called as a fan, or it can be used. It can give the air by moving only when it is supported by the invisible, okay, that sentiency principle called current. If this fan is switched on or not, or if that gadget is proper or got any problem, it affects anything in any way the current, whether you switch on or not. If this fan is not switched on and it is not moving, it doesn't make any difference for the current. If the fan gets destroyed or dismantled, each and every part also does not disturb the in any way the current. So here, if this example, if we take it, Atma, the consciousness I, existing principle, giving the sentiency to these Panchakoshas, which are made up of the Pancha Mahabhutas. See, Panchakoshas and Pancha Mahabhutas, when they all gathered, the fan also is not a, just like a fan. Fan has got a metal wings, fan has got a metal rod, fan has got a inside a copper coil, condenser is there, screws are there. So like this, some wires are there, isn't it? And that copper wire. So all these are all like the Pancha Mahabhutas are all together, came together and a fan name given. Pancha Mahabhutas combinations all came together and merged because of their mixture. Here, this body mind complex, one instrument appearing, but ultimately, this body to function, the support of the sentient conscious principle is should be backed. Now the point is, if this body gets integrated, disintegrated, gets disease, some parts are not functioning properly, and then afterwards it will disappear and die. In any of these modifications and changes, anything happening to the supporting conscious principle? Nothing. If this fan is not working, current is not expressed in this particular gadget. That's it. But there are so many fans or so many other uh, geysers, fridge, AC, bulbs. Wherever the gadgets are proper, the electricity is expressing. The same way, this all-pervading one consciousness is ever present everywhere, wherever the gadget which is suitable to express, it express as the uh, Sat and Chit. Sat and Chit. In human beings, particularly in living beings, a consciousness expressing in it is in two aspects only, but it is only one consciousness only. We call it as existence and consciousness, Sat and Chit. Now today, this is going to be the important point. Whether these Sat and Chit are one and the same or they are two different. That is the question. So here, if the gadgets are proper wherever, so the chit is current is expressed, consciousness is expressed. Then what about the non-living beings? What about the non-living beings? That means the stone or the sand or the uh, dry wood. In all this, the consciousness is expressing as the Sat, existence. As the existence principle, consciousness is expressing, but not as the Chit. Because the medium is not suitable enough to express both existence and consciousness. Because of this, we get doubt that the living beings and the non-living beings, why only in this living being also, when it got disintegrated, the prana or whichever is vital forces are separated from the physical body, the subtle body separated, then this becoming completely inert and the Shivam now becoming Shivam. The auspicious thing when the consciousness is supporting, it is a Shivam. When the consciousness is not able to express through that, that is not because of the problem of the consciousness. That is the problem of the upadhi, that it becomes a inauspicious that Shavam. Now, what is the point here we are talking? Here, so it is not necessary that everywhere you see now come from the fan and current and the outside things, everything, come to yourself as a subject. Because simply we keep on tell the examples only, the mind goes in the examples only, but every example has got some limitation, some limitation. Now, when I come to myself, okay, I am, I exist. Yes, I exist. And I know that I exist. Whether here now, when I say I, now we have come to the real I, okay? We have come to the real I because that reflected I we dropped already, ahankara, in the previous sloka. Now that is merged with me. It is not there at all. Only I, real consciousness, original OC, original consciousness, the Bimba Chaitanyam, I alone now. I am, I know that I am. I exist, I know I exist. Now this further will analysis. Keep that thought one side. Now, as I told that now here I exist is the principle of the Sat. I know that I exist. That knowing principle is called Chit principle. Whether these are two different, that is the question. So Ramana Bhagavan here in this sloka proving that they are one and the same. A great revelation which Vedanta declares. This is the highest pinnacle in the Vedanta where the difference between the Sat and Chit disappears. Disappearing the difference between the Sat and Chit is nothing but the removing, disappearing the difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. That means what? We are now entered into the Mahavakya Upadesha, but Mahavakya Upadesha you will see very clearly in the next sloka, 24th, which I have read already. So here, it is like a two different visions, two different angles which we perceive. Example, for example, uh, as a body, I am there. As a woman or a man. A woman, as a woman, she is a woman. But the child of the woman sees that woman as the mother. The husband of that woman sees that lady as the wife, and the father of that lady sees that lady as the daughter. Now tell me, this motherhood, wifehood, daughterhood, these are all different. They are all they are belong to the different woman? No, for one woman, but these three are simply added as the people see, look at that lady. In the same way, in Panchadashi, this particular example given by Swami Vidyaranya, here also, when in the Mahavakya, Tat Tvam Asi, which is the famous Mahavakya, actually the first Mahavakya which comes in the Chandogya Upanishad, the teacher tells to the student, disciple, who is his own son, a Swetaketu, Tattvamasi. 9 times he teaches with from 9 different, giving the examples and experiments, making to establish and accept and understand that Tattvamasi, you are that. But actually, in this, Tat is told, Tat means Sat. That is also we must understand clearly when we do the Mahavakya Visleshana. That's why Mahavakya Vicharana is very, very important. A systematic analysis of the Vachyartha and Lakshartha. When you say Tvam, or when the teacher said Tat, that, what is that? Which that? That which is all pervading. So instead of saying that Sat, existence principle, that word is used as a pronoun, the all pervading existence principle. And when it is said about the Tvam, indicated that consciousness principle, consciousness principle. That principle, even though we say all pervading, then again we should not search. All pervading means all whatever you are experiencing and seeing in the name of easiness. Easiness is called existence. In English, we use ease. She is, he is, that is, this is, what is, phone is, clip is, everything is ease, ease, ease. If it gets modified, it gets destroyed also, a destroyed clip is. It got melted, a melted ash is. That ash merged into the water, then water is. The water merged into the fire, the fire is. The fire merged into the air is. The air merged into the space is. Now where the space will go and merge? Space will go and merge. Whoever doing this enquiry, me, the space merges in me because I am the existence source even to bring out and imagine the space. That is what Taittiriya Upanishad tells that Tasmad etasmad atmanah akasham sambhutah akashad vayuh vayuragnihi agnerapah आपः पृथिवी आपपृथिव्याम् ओषधयः ओषधिभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः. This only I just told in a ascending order, but the Upanishad is told in a descending order. So, is. Now finally, where it come and merged? In me, I exist. I exist. Yes or no? Now here, if this much is understood, now I'll complete the meaning of the shloka, then some more points. Bhagavan says here, now Sat is shining, Sattva Bhasika. When it comes to the clip, I say that I saw the clip, I know the clip. So clip existing, I know the clip because I am the consciousness. So I recognize the clip. In this way, I recognize the existence of the pot because I am a conscious principle. I know this is a pot. Like that, this chit and sat are different. Pava itara chit, there is any chit apart from the sat to see and tell that oh sat is there. See, when example I told is different, it looks, but example is needed. Now, when I come to me, okay, I exist, I know I exist. Now in this, Bhagavan asking the question, to know that I exist and I know that I exist, these are two different, these are two different. That means Sat means existence. Now, existence is first or the consciousness is first? Because it is there, I come to know, or because I come to know, it is there. This is one confused, unconcluded argument or discussion in some group of people in the philosophical field. Because of this doubt, what is the doubt? Whether, okay, because the pot is existing, I am able to know the pot, or I, because I am existing, and that's why I am able to know the pot. Little puzzling. That's why in that argument in Sanskrit we say Srishti Drishti Vadam and Drishti Srishti Vadam. You are able to understand? Because it is there, Srishti is there, that's why I come to know. Because the pot is there, I am seeing the pot. Now the question, but some other are telling, no, no, because you are seeing it, the pot is there. The seeing and you know the pot is God. Chit principle. The pot is their existence is Chit Sat principle. Now keep the pot side, clip and everything. Now when I talk about me, because I am there and I know I exist, I know that I exist. In this, which is first? Because you exist, you know that you exist. Because that you exist, hmm? Because you know that you exist, or because you exist, that's why you are knowing it. There is no any gap or any meaning in this question. How come? Because the knowing it, I know that I exist, Sat, the knowing and being are simultaneous. Simultaneous means they are one. Sadeva chit, chideva sat. Truly think. Do you have any doubt anytime about uh, do you know that you are there? You say yes immediately. No, 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 I am there. I know that. No, I am there, but give me some time. I will come. I will know it and tell you. Are you there? When we ask, you give a spontaneous reply that yes. Oh, how you know? Because I am there, and I know also I am there. So the Sat is I am there, and the Sit is I know that I am there. This I am there and I know that I am there is not separate. Please understand. That is what Bhagavan wants to convey here. There is any kwa va itara chit to say that Sat is shining, Sat existence is there. To see the existence, the chit is separate somewhere, and the chit now come closer and then started recognizing that Sat. No, because I exist, I know that I exist is one and the same. Only two words. That's why I told the example of one lady. Just only two angles we are telling like that. None of us are not having any doubt at any time. I exist. I know that I exist. This is a big sentence actually. No need. I am. I. In this, there is any gap between to be and to know. That's why Upanishad says Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati means knowing itself is being and being itself is knowing. Generally, knowing itself being Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. We can say in reverse also. When it is becoming, when it is a being, knowing is being, it can be being is knowing. You can say reverse also. Because they are one and the same simultaneous. That's why Satyahi Chit. Kvava itara Chit Satvabhasika. The illuminator of the Sat, the Chit exists, the Chit consciousness. There is any other another Chit to make the Sat to shine. Here it looks like a question. Baba, where is there another consciousness which is the illuminator of the Sat? Where is? It is not a question, it is answer. There is no, there is not any such consciousness, consciousness, chit, to illumine the Sat. So, Sattvabhasika, kwa itara chit? No. Answer, it is answer given in that. No, there is nothing. That's why Bhagavan concluding, Sattaya hi chit, chittaya aham. Chittaya hi aham. Now Bhagavan concluding in a particular manner. The Sattaya hi sadeva chit. Sadeva chit bhavati. Now chideva Sadbhavati, we can form another sentence, but instead of that, Chideva chitte chideva sadbhavati. Bhagavan telling that chit is I. Sadeva chit, when Bhagavan said, we can read in the reverse also, chideva sat. Existence itself is consciousness, consciousness itself is the existence. Ultimately, that chit is you. Chittaya hi aham. I am that chit. Then I am the sat also. That is only said. When you look at the water, the ocean and the waves, they are not two. They are not two. Water alone appearing in the as a big ocean and appearing in the waves also. So the Sadeva Chid Chideva Sat. Actually, this water ocean example, I think it's more suitable to this next continuation thought. Then after telling that, so Chideva Sat Sadeva Chid. Okay? That means Chit, consciousness, can never objectify the pure chit. Pure chit. We are talking about the pure chit. Sorry, pure sat. The chit can never objectify the pure sat. But here I am the conscious principle. I am objectifying the existence of the part. But this is, you are talking about the part. The pure chit you cannot see through these sense organs. First of all, remember that. These sense organs, this particular, now this discussion what we are doing, yeah, is because of any sense experience of the senses. Is it any sensual experience? Once again, I'll come back. I exist. I know I exist. By which sense organ you came to know this? Now, being you are in a Jagrata Avastha, you say that through the mind you say. But, my dear, the mind also not required, no need. It cannot know the pure Sat and pure Chit. Then, just I am. That's it. I am. Unnecessarily, if you create then decorate and this pure chit and sat existence and consciousness by unwanted coverings of the body, mind, name and form and complexes, all that, then samsara begins. The Dvaita begins and it endless. It is endless. But when you come to this particular thought of this I exist, I know that I exist, I am Sat, I am Chit, and much more, I am Ananda also. That is important. Being I am all pervading and all conscious and the knowledge principle, it is Purnam, complete. That's why there is no any decoration, modification, huh, deterioration, nothing is there. And naturally, that being I am Purnam, complete, I am Ananda Swarupam. Anyhow, that particular word is not mentioned here, but Sadeva Chit Tattvamasi. Then later Mahavakya says Satchit Anandam. Satyam Gnanam Anantam. Anantam is nothing but the Anandam it indicates. Okay. Now, after explaining this, Bhagavan in the 24th sloka directly now, therefore, My dear, now understand you are, that means there is no that, there is no this. You are only everything. Tattvamasi Mahavakyam. How? Because our fear and misunderstanding and our Dvaita Bhavana is Ishvara, Paramatma, and here Jivatma, me. What is this difference of Jivatma and Paramatma? There are this many Atmas? There are two Atmas or many Atmas? No. Because one Chit, one Sat, only one, Sat Chit, that is Brahman. Where is this difference and where is the confusion and the fear of the God? That is Isha Jivayoho. Between this Ishvara and Jiva, the Samashti total Lord and the Veshti individual Jiva, Veshadhi Dhida. Only the difference is from the standpoint of the equipment's Upadhi. Vesha. Vesha means here the dress. Upadhi. The Upadhi is a small here. This particular body, mind, intellect complex is a small Vesham, and Ishvara or a big Vesham. That's it. Samashti Vesham is Ishvara. Veshti Vesham is Jiva. So this Vesham, the costumes are only different. Okay? When one actor wears a different costume of the Ravana and acts on the stage, his dialogues and his talk and everything is different, and his costume wore the Ravana. Now the same actor, those days in dramas people will do like that. The same person will go after 1 minute, he changes the entire very fastly, and he himself will come as the Rama. He himself will come as the Rama. Now, one person only wore the Vesham of the Ravana, the same person wore the Vesham of the actor. Very well know that I am simply changed my Vesham. The role, change of the role. Here I again same example. One lady plays the role of the mother, wife and daughter. It's only a role. But who is doing? Same. Same the Vesha Dhi Dida. From the standpoint of the this body gross equipment, and the Dhi means intellect also. That's why I told body mind complex that upadhis are limited here in the small being. It is a small equipment. See, if it is a big gadget, what is a propeller like a big fan. For the aeroplanes, there is a very big fans. That's why it gives so much sound near when you go near to the aircraft. So much because the propellers they are on, and that sound of the fans being there, so big fans, big sound. But if the same fan is here in my room, it is less sound. Now what is the difference? Only the size and the inner mind, the inner coil equipment. But the current, the fuel, whichever is supporting, is the same. I think better if I give the example is aircraft, normal aeroplane and the rocket. The speed of the rocket and the speed of the plane. But for both of them to fly, to go, the fuel is required. Fuel is the same. Fuel is the same. Same way here, Bhagavan Ramana says, Veshadibhida. The difference is only because of the gross equipment and the subtle equipment, nothing else. But if you see the inner reality, Sat Swabhavataha, from the standpoint of their true nature, here Sat means in reality, their essential nature, the same actor only, one actor, one person only. Like that, here Sat means their true nature is that Vastu, whichever is that Vastu. Vastu means here the supreme reality. Very beautiful in Vedanta. For Atma, they will call many times Vastu. Many people who saw the Ramana Bhagavan itself, none of them never feel, most of them, close devotees. He is like a old man or this, that, nothing. They see, uh, that's why in Tamil they call Adi. Adi means that. That means what? It is like something Vastu. And what Vastu is this? Vastu means in Sanskrit, very good word. Vastave yad asti. Vastava means in really which exists. Asti, that is called Vastu. That's why the term Vastu means Atma in Sanskrit. Vasati sarvatra. Vasayati sarvatra. Vasati sarvatra is called Vastu. What? Kevalam Vastu Sat Swabhavataha. In reality, if you see either to the Ishvara or the Jiva, now you remove the Jiva Atma, Parama Atma. Remove the Jiva word and remove the Jiva word means remove the Vesham of the Jiva, remove the Vesham of the Ishvara, there is only Atma. Even remove the Para also, Atma, Para and Jiva, Vesham. So, that means what here in some technically to see, Samashti Upadhi is called Ishvara. Veshti Upadhi is called Jiva. And in technically Shastra, Mandukya and other places it gives the three names. One is here Vishwa Taijasa Prajna. Vishwa Taijasa Prajna. Gross body, subtle body and causal body. When it comes taken in a grand total samashti, it is called Virat, total prapancha. Samashti prapancha. Here some veshti deham, okay, body, but there is prapancha. A total gross body is called Virat. A total subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. Total Karna Shariram, causal body is called Antaryami or Ishvara. Nothing but. So in this way, Bhagavan brought out here Tattvamasi Mahavakya. When the Tattvamasi Mahavakya is analyzed properly by the Mumukshu, the sadhaka, then he come to discover that Aham Brahmasmi. Guru said, you are that. Then student also should not say that you are that. That is also correct in one way, but yes, Guru, I understood because of your grace and the teaching, Upadesha, Aham Brahmasmi. Because when it is one, Sattva Bhasika, Tat Swabhavatah Vastu Kevalam is Brahman. Aham Brahma Eva. Ahamasmi, Ahamevahamasmi, Brahmaivahamasmi. That is the not simple answer. It is his own experience. You cannot call it as experience also because there is not because calling it as experience is it becomes a wrong word. But just to communicate, we are telling that it is his own gnanam. What gnanam? Shuddha gnanam, where there is no any kind of doubt, doubt-free knowledge, sandeha rahita gnanam. So this is the Mahavakya Sloka, but Bhagavan Ramana told in a very casual way. See, very casual way. But this in Vedanta texts more and more when we are reading, just to assimilate and establish, to make this particular statements as our own knowledge, Gnana Nishta, sake we have to again and listen, analyze. Don't think that with this the work is over. If you are very, very well matured and you are already studying Vedanta, but unless otherwise you go for a lengthy period of time from a competent teacher and persistently, continuously for a lengthy period of time, it won't mature. Don't mature. If got mature to somebody, don't tell that exceptions. Exceptions will be there. If you bring the exception of the Ramana Maharshi for every one of us, it won't suit. Exception. He didn't go to the teacher. These are all not worthy of discussing topics. He went to the teacher in the previous Janma. He studied the Shastra. He let that all done. That's why here the continuity of that brought forward is taken him up and straight away is able to establish this truth and lived for after establishing many years with the same upadhi, but he is unshaken, undisturbed. Once you abide, there is no coming down again. That is called Gnana Nishta. So don't bring the Max Ramanujam, those days one teacher. He didn't learn from the teacher that much genius. He became genius in the math. Actually, teachers and professors used to learn from him. Where from he learned? It came by birth. Then don't tell that everybody can come get it by birth. Even after teaching also we are not able to understand. Then how it is possible without the teacher? So we don't want the exception here, but the real way, the traditional sampradaya, but the teaching and learning is important. That is what we are doing by taking up that is what Ramana also explained here. Why otherwise so many steps he has to give? From the beginning of Upadeshara, you are seeing that, and even Naniyaru Huyamai, that even though it is small, it's dialogue and booklet, but there also he starts from the Avastatraya, Shariratraya Viveka, Avastatraya Viveka. Viveka means what? Anvaya Vitireka. That method, if you read that simple prose order dialogues also, there is a systematic progressive development in the thought. So we have to, according to our maturity and the vasanas, we have to learn like that. So here today we have reached to the important sloka of this Upadesha Sara, Mahavakya Upadesham, very beautifully. Next other few shlokas we'll see in the next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम तत्सत्